Hi, Robin Dunne.
Hi. Hi. Nice to see you and meet you
so
again.
Hi, sweetie.
How are we introing? What are we saying?
I'll let you introduce Amanda. I'll welcome back. And I shall say who I am and stuff.
Thank you very much.
And then you can introduce the lovely and talented. We have you as Sci-Fi Grand Empress as your title.
Actor, director, and Sci-Fi Grand Emperor.
Okay, so Arctic Air, how many episodes did you do?
I directed one.
What, one? And I just heard they got picked up for a third season.
They did.
Which is fantastic.
So I hope I can do more for it.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
I hope so too.
Yeah, it was
it's
awesome.
It's a great show.
And a great cast, great
I
crew.
know, I love Adam
really
Beach. She's
We're
such
going.
a funny dude.
Pascal.
Yes.
We know Pascal, obviously.
Obviously.
Sanctuary. And Amelia Ullerup.
I love Amelia.
And I got, Amelia is really big in the episode that I
cool.
that I directed, so it was great.
Was that the first time you guys had worked together since Sanctuary?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a cutie patootie.
She's,
Yeah.
Do I need to read or shall I just riff it? I can just
Riff.
Yeah.
Riff away. Say whatever you want. I never read off the teleprompter because that's when I sound the stupidest because I can't really read. I'm trying to keep that a
I'd be
secret.
like this.
I know. The thing was I've been
Poodle
in denial.
ferrets,
Poodle
weird-
ferrets. Weird science.
That was sad.
It is really sad.
Okay, so we've got our Torture Clips, our Space Milkshake, our Sanctuary Boofers, and then we've just got some B-roll of Supernatural.
Excellent.
Talk about that.
Excellent stuff.
And reminder, everything's on live stream.
Everything
And
is on live
everything's
stream.
on live stream.
Everything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. Thank you. It's very...
They're already raving about your Australia.
Oh, really?
Say hi to everybody on live stream.
Hi, everybody on live stream.
It's Amanda Cabot. Oh my God, I can't believe she's there. I'm all sweaty. Well, I was sweaty anyways.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Hi, Robin.
Hi, Amanda.
So when is the last time you guys hung out? Have you been at conventions recently, or?
No,
We
we
haven't.
were supposed to both go to Australia and neither of us went.
Neither
come?
of us were able to because
Yeah.
of work.
Are you?
That's
And
a
you're going to
long
go to
haul.
Germany? No, maybe.
In September?
September?
Yeah.
You're
And
gonna
you
go-
guys are
yeah.
doing.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're doing Fan Expo here. Look at beers in Germany.
Well,
I hear
we
they
haven't
have a
hung
lot
out
of
at a convention,
Nutella
but when did we hang out last? We went for lunch a couple of
We
weeks
had
ago.
we had dinner with Al.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who's Al?
Al played.
Al Sapienza is an
he's a-
actor, and
He's a guy. He was in the Sopranos and stuff, but he played
He's in House of
my
Cards.
dad on
I haven't seen that yet. Dying
Sanctuary.
to.
So we had dinner with him.
he
He's
played
such a
Robin's dad
character.
on Sanctuary.
Oh, okay.
He's such a great he's a
I
great
want
guy.
to see House of Cards too. That sounds fantastic. And Hemlock Grove, the new one.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
That filmed, I think, in Toronto. It's supposed to be the next House of Cards. It's supposed to be really good. We're ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
Now,
do
which
this,
one do I
people.
look into? This one?
You look directly, gaze directly. Don't blink. I'm kidding.
The one with the red light on it.
No, you know what? That is not true.
That's the Cindy
It's
Brady
not
syndrome.
true. It's the Cindy Brady. And I remember.
Baton Rouge! Baton Rouge!
It's time to change. Remember that episode? You can rearrange. I only had one channel growing
Who
up.
you are and what you're gonna be. Okay, that's embarrassing.
Hey everybody, welcome back to The Rush, and I'm happy to have my guest host here this week. It is Robin Dunne, and I hear you've done some science fiction television in your past.
I have done some science fiction television in my past. I've actually, with our next guest, I've worked with quite a bit. Our next guest is not only the star. Our next guest is not only the star of such shows as Stargate, Sanctuary, Supernatural. She's also a very accomplished director in her own right, and probably one of the loveliest, goofiest people I have ever met. Please welcome Miss Amanda Tapping.
It's 11, you guys.
Amanda Tapping! There she is.
You like me. You really like
Yes, we love you.
How are you? People really like you.
Oh.
I know. People love you, Amanda.
I pay a lot of money.
I know. All over the world, people love you. It's $5 per love.
$5 if you say you love me.
Now, when is the last time you two hung out?
We've never actually met before.
Okay.
We don't know
We
each
don't
other
actually
at
speak
all.
to each other.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to make eye
Unless
It was
it's
all a dream
dialogue.
sequence.
Unless it's
Never,
dialogue.
Sanctuary never happened.
No,
We had dinner together.
We had dinner recently, yeah.
And we had
Portly
lunch.
Chef. Yeah, we
And
had dinners, lunches.
We actually quite enjoy each other's
She can't
company.
get rid of me. I just,
I
you know,
know.
I'm like, you know.
Well, working together for so long, it's nice to catch up. And you guys are going to be doing Vancouver Fan Expo here in Vancouver.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're doing a panel together, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to do a panel for Space
For
Milkshake.
Space Milkshake.
Okay, let's talk about Space Milkshake. Robin was telling me about this yesterday. You tell us about your part in Space Milkshake.
Oh, it's I play Valentina, who's not happy to be stuck on the sanitation station, Regina. And her boyfriend is Billy Boyd, who's the captain of the ship. And she's quite miserable, really.
Yeah.
She's a bit of a I don't know. I don't want to say the word, but
We had a very funny
she's
scene.
not a very nice. She's just very angry and very frustrated throughout the movie,
And very funny.
and very funny.
We had a scene where Amanda had to sort of give the gears to Billy's character, and you know, there was some stuff on the page, but you know, the director said, you know, why don't you come in with something? And Amanda came in with a monologue. And one of the problems was we had to take out the shaking because the camera guy, we're all laughing, everyone's trying not to
Really?
laugh.
It was fun.
It was very, very funny. Yes, very hilarious.
And you know what? I think we've got a clip of Space Milkshake right now. Let's
Maybe
have
we
a
do.
look.
Oh,
Hi, would you have a half
oh
pound
God,
of
that's
corn
a
husks?
Tim Hortons
unsalted?
commercial. What the hell?
Sorry, sir, we don't.
Oh, okay. How about some diet papa spares?
That was my very,
not.
very
It's
first
Tim
television
Hortons. We
gig
emphasize freshness
ever.
and taste. You'll probably love our new oat bran muffins.
Real oat bran? Wow, oat bran is particularly tasty. I'll take a dozen.
My favorite thing is the smile at the end. That smile at the end.
Give us the smile, Amanda.
Yes!
Okay, was that your very first
My
television
very
commercial?
first gig on television ever.
Are you going to
Very
kill Robin
first-
now?
Yes.
It had nothing to do with it. Do you think I had anything to do with it? I was trying to stop them from doing it. I
That
thought
is
it's
funny.
a terrible
No, that's
idea.
funny. That was my very, very first. I'd only done theater, and that was my first television gig. Real oat bran?
You never forget those things
Never
either.
forget your first. No.
Do we really have a clip of Space Milkshake? Or
I don't even think we do.
forgot
I don't
about
think we do.
it? Wait, where can people see Space Milkshake?
I don't. Robin
Well,
is
it's-
one of the
it-
producers, so
It's,
perhaps
it's
you
running
could,
on Movie Central, but yeah, we're gonna
Can people buy the DVD yet? That's
We're-
what people keep asking.
we're working on
we're
that.
gonna work on that. We're gonna figure it out. I think we're gonna direct market the movie.
Okay, we have to talk about not just Tim Hortons today. We have to talk about your directing, because you've done so much directing. You're going to be directing a huge episode of Supernatural.
No, Continuum.
Continuum.
I'm directing their 12th episode of their second season. It's a huge coup. I love this show. It's so slick and it's so well done. And I had sent in my stuff, Matt Williams and Simon Barry saying, you know, here's my stuff. And I got an interview, and they've given me an episode to direct, so I start next month.
How far in advance do you prep for directing?
Well, with this, I mean, I haven't got a script or anything yet, so I start prep on May 3rd, and I think I start shooting on the 14th of May.
And you are doing so much directing now. Arctic Air, you've done an episode as well.
I did their 12th episode of the season, apparently.
Lucky
Lucky
number.
number 12.
Yeah, number 12. Yeah.
And that airs tomorrow night. It's called Fool Me Once.
Fool Me Twice. And we also have to talk about Supernatural and your character. Now, Amanda, every character that you've played, Stargate, of course, Sanctuary, you're always loved by everyone, but your character, no.
No.
No. What is this like for you to not be the sweetheart?
You know, at first it was really hard. I play this character named Naomi, and honestly, I don't even know what her real deal is. That's the beauty of doing Supernatural, is you never know.
So
And they
cute.
have their fan base.
Their
for
fan base is
Supernatural
amazing.
Amazing.
And
We haven't
rabid
formally
and
introduced you.
so protective
Naomi.
of the boys.
But what is their problem with your character? I mean,
They
are
hate
you-
her
But
because she's.
are you a meanie? Are you?
Yes.
Like, okay.
But am I?
rescued
I don't know.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Her name's Naomi, and I was in the first episode that I shot for them. I was in for maybe less than a minute of screen time, and We Hate Naomi Club started on the internet.
Are you kidding me?
And I was
God.
like, oh, I've never been hated.
What is
like-
this strange
what is-
feeling? Oh God.
And now I kind of embrace it because it's just
Nice to be a bad girl.
It is. It's fun. It's really fun, and it's a great show to be on. I mean, and I'm not by any stretch a huge part of it. I've done 7 episodes, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Any more plans to do any other directing or acting? Any projects that you can give us a little?
I just got cast in a movie called Hell in a Handbag. Martin Cummings is directing it, and it's got Ian Tracy and Callum Keith Rennie and Brian Markinson and Lachlan Monroe. It's like
Oh,
an
wow.
amazing
Cool.
cast. Yeah. Keenan Tracy,
Yeah.
Ian's son, is in it as well, and I start shooting that on Saturday.
Very exciting stuff. Now, what is your favorite part of any? Since Robin came on and started guest hosting, I have literally
It's all
been
gone to hell.
asked
It's all gone to hell.
ask you 1 million questions. But this one I will ask of both of you because a couple of people have tweeted. What was your favorite moment of filming Sanctuary?
Oh.
And same question for you.
I think filming in Tokyo in the monsoon.
Yeah.
It was a monsoon,
Yeah.
and we were in Tokyo, and we had had no sleep. We were there for 72 hours. It was like fly in, drink a lot, eat great food, and location scout, and eat and drink some more, and then go to
and
set.
back on the plane. Like it was.
And back on the plane.
Yeah.
But the day that we shot, it was a monsoon, and we were soaked.
Yeah.
And we were laughing our heads off because we were like, we're in Tokyo getting soaked.
You
I
guys,
mean, throughout the series, we did a lot of laughing. I mean,
We
there
did
was
a
a lot
lot
of goofing around pretty much most of the time. But yeah, that definitely was up there with it. But it was such a great show to shoot that there's so many great moments,
Yeah,
right?
there
I mean,
really were.
You know.
and getting to know him a little better, he's just as much of a goofball as you
Oh, yeah.
are. Was it hard to keep it together on set
Totally.
sometimes with the giggle fests?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I'm the worst, right?
Oh yeah.
Who?
If Amanda were a superhero, she'd be called the Giggler because
Did you guys do that to each other on purpose sometimes? 'Cause when you get
No,
going.
you know, I know. When I get going, I can't
yeah,
stop.
we can't sit together in class. I mean, we're just not. We have to be
Well,
separate.
that'll
And
bring us to
we-
the bloopers.
We could, yeah. Well, you'll see.
Okay, let's have a
Yeah.
look at the bloopers. These are from Sanctuary, of course.
About that.
Sorry, I can't do it when you look at me like that.
About James.
I want to know what you're doing.
I'm just laughing. Always during his coverage.
Canadians.
Sure, you're very nice. You
Sort
talk
of like-
funny, but you're very nice.
Bit stupid, aren't
Bit
they?
dim. Bit dim.
Yeah. Sort of, not bad stupid, sort of like,
Funny, stupid.
English, but not as bright.
Right.
I mean,
How we got anything done?
seriously.
But it got to a point where you'd get almost really nervous about it because you're like, what if we can't get through this? I
Yeah.
mean, we're just the crew's
When
going to
you
be here
can't
all day.
stop.
Yeah.
When you can't stop.
It's-
And always I would lose it when it was Robin's close-up.
Yeah.
Even an episode that
Thank
I
you very much.
directed.
Hogging his camera time.
Well, no, I was just like, I was off camera, and it's his close-up, and I'm directing that by action, and then he comes, and I'm like, ah!
yeah, no.
Do you guys miss it?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that why it must be so fun for you guys to do the conventions? Because of course you guys get to meet your fans, but
Yeah.
to see each other and also the cast and crew that you work together for so long to connect with people. How much fun is that part of the conventions?
That's a great part of it. I mean, meeting the fans is awesome, and that's why we do it. Sort of meet them and say thank you, and we spread the word about Sanctuary for Kids, and it's just to talk about the show and relive
Yeah.
some of the fun times that we've had. It's awesome.
And what's happening with Sanctuary for Kids?
We just had a meeting, and we've, in our short time, raised just over $500,000. We just got our final total.
Oh, that's
Up to
fantastic.
date. Yeah.
Excellent stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're lucky enough to be in Vancouver, both Robin and Amanda will be doing a panel, and that's on the Sunday.
That's the 21st.
Sunday.
Yeah.
The 21st. Make sure that you check it out. You can go to the Vancouver Fan Expo website to find out all the information about all the celebrities who will be in Vancouver. But thank you so much, Amanda.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's our pleasure.
You were nice, Robin. I was so afraid you were going
Is
to
he-
bring up embarrassing
what do you,
stuff.
What
but
do you
were
think?
Good.
Just Tim Hortons.
Just Tim Hortons.
It's just so brilliant.
It
Just
is.
give, can
It's
you
brilliant.
give
One
us
more
of
time.
that
One more
smile?
time.
One more time, the smile.
There we
Yes!
go.
Yes, I love
Amanda's
it.
episode of Arctic Air that we were talking about that she directed will be airing on Wednesday. She's holding her cheek because she was laughing so hard. And once again, check out Vancouver Fan Expo. We're going to take a quick break, and when we return, he's an amazing drummer. He's going to be telling us about all the great bands, including a Justin Bieber send-up. Brent Fitz will be joining us right after this. Don't go away. What hippie thing?
Amanda's like a closeted hippie.
Are you?
She like, makes her own soap at home and
Do you?
I don't make my own soap. I make my own scrubs and sprays and
See, I don't think that's so much of a
Tinctures.
hippie thing as it's just being a girl.
peanut butter. I make my own peanut butter.
just let her finish. Let her
You
finish.
stole the Nutella.
I stole the Nutella.
Okay, we've got.
we gotta go.
We've
I gotta
got
get
a couple of questions for
Oh,
you.
oh.
I'm sure a couple hundred questions
Yes.
for
Just a
you
couple hundred.
from our live stream audience today. Susie, what's our first question for Amanda?
First question is from Anja. She wants to know, will there be a Sanctuary movie?
Look at that. That side eye over to Robin. Well,
I don't know, but it would be great if there was.
that's a very political answer.
It would be great if there was.
It really would.
I think that
Hey, you know what? It's not a bad idea.
I think that's a great idea.
Do you think somebody would
Get
be
on that?
Is somebody working on that at the moment?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
a
know.
question mark.
Maybe.
I think you guys, there's hope.
What do you think about Margaret Thatcher?
Yeah.
She died. That's so too bad.
So I would say that's a definite maybe, possibly, could be. Keep us posted, Amanda.
Yes.
Answer. Next question.
Katie wants to know, how did you prepare for the episode of Requiem in season 1? It was very intense between Helen and Will. This is for both Robin
How did
and
you
Amanda.
prepare for that?
Booze, lots of booze. Yeah, that was
It was interesting because it was so early on too. I mean,
Yeah.
we'd gone through a season together, but it was fairly
episode 8
early
or
on
something,
in our
right? Yeah.
relationship,
Yeah.
and so it was a nice.
The good thing about that episode, I think, was because we shot it in sequence. So it naturally, as the story progressed, we were sort of naturally progressing along with it. So the intensity got, so we were kind of on that.
Yeah, Martin was really smart the way he shot that because he did shoot it in sequence.
Yes, yeah. So
Nice.
Next question.
Still
Tasha wants to know, do you see yourself as Canadian or British?
Oh, wow, both.
Both.
Yeah, Canadian. I mean, I grew up here.
Yeah.
Very much Canadian, but I'm so connected to my British roots, and I feel at home when I go there. So,
Nice.
both.
Jeremy's going to ask some questions.
Yeah, let's ask
Messy
a couple.
handwriting, sir.
That's okay. Gerard saying, how was it like to work with George Takei? George Takei.
I didn't get to work with him.
Only Robin did.
Only Robin?
did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Robin, you
I
want to take that
get
away.
to work
then.
with him after the fact.
poor Amanda had to just work with someone reading off like.
Who was great.
He was great.
It was
great.
Emerson.
It was Emerson. Yeah, he was.
Who
great.
who built the actual monster, and he read the lines, and he was so awesome. But yeah,
And that was for Space Milkshake.
Space Milkshake.
Yes.
But Robin got the pleasure of.
Well, Amanda, let's do this one then. What was your first sci-fi series movie that you've ever watched?
Oh,
Maybe some inspiration.
sci-fi.
Sci-fi. Well, I watched. What did I watch? I watched the old Battlestar Galactica, and I watched
Me too.
Star Trek: Next Generation. I was kind of
That was one.
hooked on that. Does Little House on the Prairie count as sci-fi?
No, but I watched that too.
Because Mary
on,
went
half
blind,
pint.
and that was pretty. Yeah. You go half pint. Mary's blind
Again! And she watched the Brady Bunch too, because we were
That one
singing
too.
King's songs earlier.
That works out. Last question, Amanda, what are you looking for when reading a script, both for acting and directing?
Her character's name. She's like,
Yeah.
my line, bullshit,
My line,
bullshit, my line, my line. Okay, good. That's enough.
I look for a great, as an actor, I look for a great character. Something that I can really sink my teeth into. And a good story. And as a director, first and foremost, the story. It's got to be a good story. Yeah.
That's wicked.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. It is like being on the hot seat, right?
It really is. Like,
We should take a picture.
We should take a picture.
No? Yeah?
yeah.
No?
Let's take
You don't want to be seen with
a
him?
picture. I don't blame her.
No, yeah, let's
Hang
do it.
on, I have an iPhone 4. It's really, really
I do too.
slow. Yeah, it's really slow. Eventually, here we go.
I do too.
Eventually,
Are
I'll
we
get a new-
standing, sitting?
Let's sit.
Oh, everyone do the Tim Hortons smile.
Okay, what normal
That's
one?
what real oat bran looks like.
When it
Oh,
comes
what
to
was
you.
with the guy in the commercial, though?
He's-
He was.
Yeah,
He's
and
on
that's
This hour has 22 minutes, right?
a Royal
No, really?
Canadian Air Force.
Came in with a monologue. Just and one of the problems was we had to take out the shaking because the camera guy. We're all laughing. Everyone's trying not
Really?
to laugh.
It was fun.
It was very, very funny. Yes, very hilarious.
And you know what? I think we've got a clip of Space Milkshake right now. Let's
Maybe
have
we
a
do.
look.
Oh,
Hi, would you have a
oh
half
God,
pound of
that's
corn
a
husks?
Tim Hortons
unsalted?
commercial. What the hell?
Sorry, sir, we don't.
Oh, okay. How about some
Lord.
gyro Brussels sprouts?
That was my
I'm afraid
very,
not.
very
It's
first
Tim Hortons.
television
We
gig
emphasize freshness
ever.
and taste. You'll probably love our new oat bran muffins.
Real oat bran?
Uh-huh.
Wow, oat bran is particularly tasty. I'll take a dozen.
My favorite thing is the smile at the end. That smile at the end.
Give us the smile, Amanda. Justice Beaver. And we have a bunch of JPEGs, right?
Yeah, we'll just toss them in there though.
Yeah, I want to have a quick look at them first.